Seconded, Paul. So Part A, Social Housing Rebuild and Repair Programme. Item 2, Creative Communities Assessment Panel. Item 3, the City Mission Project.
I should withdraw from the item on the Creative Communities Assessment Panel, in as much as I'm one of the people on that panel.
It will be the casting vote. Andrew withdrew from the Creative Communities one. Okay, item 3, the City Mission Project Capital Shortfall. I've put that, but Yanni?
It's just an amendment that we agree under 5.3 to change that from 5 years to 10.
Right.
So
Yanni moves from 5 to 10, seconded Andrew. Oh.
Sorry.
Yep.
Just another amendment over the time, which I flagged before. It'd have to be a new one. I was going to try and get it there, not fast enough. Just over the build time, kind of really pushing on that for by June rather than 4 years. Obviously, it's subject to the rest of the recommendations going through.
I think the reality, while we can control the 5 to 10 years, I honestly don't know about the build time. So I think it might be easier if you do it that we push for this to be as fast as possible, or something like that. Glenn, I've got no idea how you controlled the build time of Christchurch at the moment.
I think in terms of our process here, can we add it as a note, please?
Clear? You're happy with that? Yep. Yep, so we've got an amendment in 5.3 from 5 to 10 years, moved Yanni, seconded Andrew, and we've got a note about the attempting to speed up the time to retrofit the building.
So do we leave 5.4 as is? Do we want the review at 5 years still, or would we like that at 10 as well? Or maybe we should have it at 5.
I think 5's quite sensible. Yep. Yep. Okay. Phil?
I'm happy to support the amendment and the recommendations, but what I still would like an answer to at some stage is my question around the wider, I guess, community development approach that Anglican Care have traditionally taken, and where Te Whare Ramata sits with that as part of the wider issues around housing and including short-term accommodation, like we are supporting. So I just want that noted, that we, at some stage with the committee, we receive that through the committee, but that will be, I think,
you good with that,
useful.
Andrew? Yeah. Okay, it's done. Right, Yanni?
just following up on that point, and I'm happy to support the resolutions in here, but there is also a huge gap in that there's been no social impact assessment on the east frame and the impact that will have on this inner city community. So I don't know if now's the time to put that request in, but it seems to me that there is a kind of wider strategic piece of assessment that needs to happen, because we can't just keep funding.
It's not the subject of this report, though, Yanni.
It's not, but it is related, because the housing impact, the displacement of low income and affordable housing by what's happening in that area does have an impact. So, yeah.
But could you raise that at the committee?
Yeah, I'm happy to raise it next week, and I just wanted to flag that I'm supportive of this as an emergency project. I think housing is incredibly important, and this is, if you look at the costings in terms of if we provided this through our own housing, that was one of the questions I had, would we be better just to fix some of our units and make them available? But you can see that this is more cost effective. So I'm basically speaking in support of this, and I think a minimum of 10 years is really important, given that the City Mission is disposing of some of its land possibly around the area. I think if we're putting ratepayer money into this, we should at least have an expectation that the service is delivered for.
So it's actually not ratepayer money?
The next one isn't ratepayer money, this one is, as I understand it.
But
Right,
there is money. There is money. Yeah. Okay, Glenn.
Just a short note to say that the Housing Task Force is developing a new stream of work on homelessness. We're going to be having public monthly meetings on that, which are ongoing from the various contributors. So it could be in that we look at some policy over the East Plane, etc.
So we haven't done
That could be a landing spot.
But you need a mover and seconder for the original one. We've got one for the motion.
Okay, thank you. So I'm just getting reminded to have movers and seconders. So for the previous one, on the creative community one, Tim moves and David seconds, okay? And that was carried. I'll put it, those in favour, please say aye. Those opposed, carried. And then now on the City Mission project, we need a mover and seconder, and it was moved